Good morning students, welcome to revision classes. Students, today we will discuss about the rest part of the chapter force and pressure, and today we will discuss about the pressure and its effect, liquid pressure, gaseous pressure, atmospheric pressure, etc. So let us start. Students, if you insert your finger in the board and try to push it, then you observe that it is not inserted in that board or wooden piece. But if you take an iron nail and try to push it, then you observe that it is inserted inside the wooden piece or inside that board. So this happened because of the pressure. So pressure is defined as force per unit area. Force per unit area is called pressure, and it is written as pressure is equal to force upon area, and its SI unit is Newton meter square or Pascal. This is the SI unit of pressure. Now here is a question. A force of 100 Newton meter square is applied on an object of area 2 meter square. Calculate the pressure. So here force is 100 Newton meter square and area is equal to 2 meter square. Now we calculate pressure is equal to force upon area. Then force is 100 Newton meter square and area is 2. Then we calculate it 2 1 ja, 2 5 ja, and answer is 50 Newton meter square or Pascal. So this is the pressure that is applied on that object. Now the next topic is that pressure depend upon two factors. First is force applied, and second is area on which force act. These are the two factors on which the pressure depend. If we applied the larger force on the object, then it applied the larger pressure, and if we applied the less force, then it applied the less pressure on the object. And it is also depend on the area on which it is act. If the area is larger, then the pressure is less, and if the area is less, then the pressure exerted by the object is higher or more. So these are the two factors on which pressure depend. Now students, there are some day-to-day observation of pressure. First is, why school bag have wide strip? Why knife have sharp edge? Why needle is sharp? So there are several day-to-day observation. We have taken 3 of them. Why the school bags have wide strips? So students, as you know that if the area is larger, if the strip is wide, then it exerts less pressure on the shoulder, and if the strip is thin, then it exerts larger pressure on the shoulder, then it have a difficulty to carry out the bag. So that's why the bag have wide strips. And in the knife, the same case is also there. If the area of knife is less, then it exerts larger pressure on the object and it cuts smoothly the vegetable or fruits or other things. But it have a blunt knife, it have a blunt edge, then it exerts less pressure on the object and it have a difficulty to cut that particular object. So these are the some day-to-day observation of pressure. Now we come on the another topic, that is pressure exerted by liquid. So students, all of you know that all the solid materials exerts pressure and liquid is also exerts pressure on the object. So first is, if we take the bucket and it filled with water, then the water that is present inside the bucket, they exerts pressure on the bucket, but it is not clearly visible. So how we can prove that the liquid that is in bucket, they exerts pressure on the bottom of the bucket, on the side of the bucket? So this can be proved by the several activities, as we already see, as we already discussed in the activities. So the first one is liquid pressure increases with depth. Liquid pressure increases with depth. So for this activity, we take a container and make the 3 holes and label them A, B and C. Now we cover these holes with the cork and fill the water, and after filling the water, open these holes and observe. So you observe that the water that is coming from these holes, they cover the different distances. So the hole that one is A hole, they cover the less distance, and the hole B, they cover the larger distance as compared to the A, and the hole C, the water that is coming out from the hole, they cover the larger area as compared to B. So this proves that as we go in the depth, then the pressure of liquid will be increases. So this proves that liquid pressure increases with depth. Now second is, liquid exerts pressure on the bottom of container So for this activity we also prove by doing an activity. We take a glass tube and hold a rubber sheet in the one end of this tube, and after that we fill this tube with water, and as we see that when we fill this water, then the rubber sheet that is bulges out, because the liquid that is inside this tube, they exerts pressure on the wall of rubber, and due to this one is bulges outwards. This proves that liquid exerts pressure on the bottom of container. Now the third one is that liquid exerts pressure on the wall of container, and for this we take a plastic bucket and make a hole at the end of the bucket, and we fit a glass tube and tie a rubber sheet at the end of this tube, and now fill the water in the bucket. So you see that when we fill the bucket, then the rubber sheet that is present, they bulges outward. So this proves that the liquid that is present in the bucket, they also exerts pressure on the wall of this container or the wall of the bucket. So by doing this activity, this is proof that the liquid that is present in that bucket, they exerts pressure on the wall of container. So this is not only exerting the pressure on the wall of this container, on the wall of this side, they also exerts pressure on the wall of this side. If we insert another glass tube in that side and we tie a rubber sheet, then we also observe that it is also bulges outward. This proves that the liquid exerts pressure on the all side of the container. Now the next is pressure exerted by gases. So as you see that the liquid exerts pressure, but the next is pressure, gases also exerts pressure on the wall of container, and for this activity, if we take a balloon and we try to blow the air inside the balloon with mouth, then you see that when we blow the air in the balloon, then it is flattened, because when we blow the air inside the balloon, the air goes inside the balloon and they strike on the wall of the rubber balloon, and due to the pressure the balloon flattened. So this proves that gases also exerts pressure on the wall of the particular object. And if we try to blow the hard object, then it is not flattened, because the air that is blown by us, they do not have a larger pressure as compared to the wall of that container, so they do not flatten. Now we come on the another topic, that is atmospheric pressure. So atmospheric pressure is defined as the pressure exerted by atmospheric air in the object, that is known as atmospheric pressure. And there are several day-to-day observation of atmospheric pressure. First one is that if we take a glass and we take a cardboard sheet and we fill the water in the glass and cover it with that sheet, and we invert it in this way. So you see that this cardboard sheet do not fall down. Why? Because the liquid that is present, they exerts pressure on the particular cardboard, but the atmospheric pressure from the downside, atmospheric pressure is also exerted on the cardboard, and atmospheric pressure is exerted from the downside. That's why it is stuck on the glass and do not fall down. So this is the one of the real life observation of atmospheric pressure. This happening due to the atmospheric pressure, because the atmospheric pressure is higher as compared to the pressure exerted by the liquid inside the glass. Now there are several day-to-day observations, like drinking a straw. If we take a cold drink in the glass and insert a straw, and if you try to drink, then what happened? The pressure inside this straw as well as in the mouth is reduces, and the pressure exerted by the liquid is higher as compared to the mouth and the tube. So this liquid moves upward and reaches into the mouth. So this happening because of the atmospheric pressure. And the same thing happening in the dropper also. If we try to fill the medicine in the dropper, then what happens? We press it, the pressure inside the dropper is also reduces, and the pressure outside that dropper is higher, so the medicine goes inside the dropper. So they are some real life observation of atmospheric pressure. So that is for all. I hope you understood this. See you soon in the next video. Till then, take care and thank you for watching.